Hello everyone, hope you've had a good Easter. Welcome to our 5th virtual session. Let's get started. So, for our first exercise, we're going to do our cat and our camel. For this exercise, you want to have your hands beneath your shoulders and your knees below your hips. And it's two positions that we're going to be moving between. So for the first one, we're going to do our camel. So we're going to arch our back up, looking through the gap between our legs. We hold it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come into our cat, looking straight ahead, arching our back downwards, and then we're going to do that again. So again, this is a really nice exercise for articulating all the different segments in your spine. And again, just a nice gradual movement through the two positions. So again, we're just going to carry on doing a few more repetitions before we can move into our next exercise. And then for our starting position for our next exercise, we want to come into a position where our head is looking down at the mat and we have a relatively flat back. Again, we're making sure our hands and our knees are about shoulder width apart. And we're now going to move on to our next exercise. We're going to be doing our Superman. So again, we want to make sure that we have a flat back, hands beneath our shoulders and knees beneath our hips. Head looking downwards and in line with our spine. So, for the first, what we're going to do, you need to take one hand and the opposite leg and we lift it up off the mat, straighten it out and we hold it and bring it back in. Again, slow extension out of the arm and the leg, then back in. It's all about that nice steady control. And as we do it, we want to make sure we keep a relatively flat back. And we're keeping our elbows straight as we do it. Again, we're going to start to hold it for a bit longer now. So we're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1, and in, and out. 3, 2, 1, and in. 3, 2, 1, and in. So again, we're just going to do a few more repetitions on either side. And one more on each side after this one. And hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in and out. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So just to relieve the bit of pressure on our hands, we're going to just do a bit of a shell stretch. So we're going to walk our hands one step forward, and what we're going to do is just kind of come back in onto our legs, and we're just going to hold it in this position for a short while. So again, I'm just going to count down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come up onto our hands and knees once again. I'm going to do an exercise we refer to as threading the needle. So again, really good for your upper body. So what we need to do is we need to take one hand with your choice. Doesn't matter which one, you're going to do both. I'm going to start off with my left hand. So what we do is we lift it up off the mat, we thread it through or underneath our other shoulder, allowing the opposite elbow to bend, and then we reach up and just like so. So we come through, down, and then back up. So we're looking up towards our hand as we reach up towards that ceiling. And again, we're just allowing all that rotation to happen on mid-spine. And we're getting our shoulder coming as close to the ground as possible. So we come through. And when we come up into this position, our hand that's on the mat should be, our elbow should be nice and straight. So again, nice, smooth control. We're just going to do another 5 repetitions. And our last one. And relax. We're now going to switch sides. Onto the other arm. And again, we're going to reach up towards that ceiling. And thread through. And hold. And back up. Again, you may find you're a bit stiffer on one side, but again, we're just getting as much rotation as possible. Again, making sure that your shoulders come as close to the mat as possible. So there's 5 more repetitions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and relax. For our next exercise, we're going to be doing one we've not done in a long time. So, again, 4-point kneeling position, hands beneath our shoulders, knees beneath our hips. And for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to curl our toes in, and what we're going to do, keeping our hands on the mat, and use our toes to lift up our knees and hold it. 3, 2, 1, and down. Then up, and hold. 3, 2, 1, and down. So it's only a subtle movement, but quite hard on the shoulders and the tiptoes. Again, between each one, you can uncurl those tiptoes. For time's sake, I'm just keeping them in that curled position. For this exercise, we're making sure we're keeping our head in line with our spine. Making sure our eyes are looking down towards the mat. Hold. 3, 2, 1. So we just have a few more repetitions to go. For our last one, we're just going to do one really big one for 10 seconds. So come up and we hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So for our next exercise, we're going to move on to our back. We have our hands just resting by our side. And we're going to start taking some nice big deep breaths in through our nose and then out through our mouth. Making sure we're expanding that rib cage as wide as possible, so in and then out. So we're just going to spend a few seconds doing some breathing control exercise. So we're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. So we're going to breathe into the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the last one out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to start off with our abdo prep, hands by our side, or you can have them behind your head, whichever feels most comfortable for you. So knees should be shoulder width apart, hands by our side. And again, what you can do if you want to make this exercise slightly harder, we can take a ball and place it between our knees. So as we come up for our abdo prep, you squeeze that ball or a similar object between your knees. We hold it, 3, 2, 1, and then we come back down and relax. And again, you keep just enough pressure on the object between your knees to maintain its position there. But again, you're relaxing those inner thigh muscles at the same time. So again, nice big deep breath in, breathe out, and lift, hold, 3, 2, 1, and down. And up. Now if you wish to make this exercise harder, what we can do is we can move it up into a level 2 or a level 3. So if you're level 3, both legs are coming up into the air, half tabletop, holding it for 3, 2, 1, and down. And you can do level 3 without the ball, but your level 2, you come up into the air, one leg at a time, half tabletop, 3, 2, 1, and down. And then when you repeat your level 2, you alternate over to the other leg, and we hold 3, 2, 1, and down. Now I'm going to continue with that ball between my knees for the next few repetitions before we move on to our next exercise. So again, up into the air, hold it, 3, 2, 1, and down. And up, hold, 3, 2, 1, and down. A nice big deep breath in, and up, 3, 2, 1, and down. We're going to do 5 more repetitions. And up, and hold, 3, 2, 1, and down. And up, and hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. 3 more to go. And up, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Last 2. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And last one, another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Our next exercise, we're going to be doing our shoulder bridge, but I'm going to demonstrate to you how you can make it a little bit harder with the addition of some equipment that you might have lying around the house. So we're going to be doing it as said. For our shoulder bridge, you shouldn't have anything underneath your head. So I'm going to take this head block out and place it underneath my feet. So again, by having that extra couple of inches underneath my feet, it will mean that I'll have to engage my glutes and my hamstrings that bit more actively. I'm also going to take my over ball again, placing it between my knees, okay? Now these modifications are entirely optional. You can just do your normal shoulder bridge without any changes. So again, what we're going to do, nice big deep breath in, breathe out, and lift, hold, squeeze that ball, hold it, 3, 2, 1, and then coming down. And up, and hold, 3, 2, 1, and down. Three, 2, 1, and down. So we're just going to keep that going until we move on to the next progression. For your shoulder bridge, even though it's quite a straightforward exercise, you're making sure our bum cheeks are lifting our hips as high as they'll go. We'll come back down. And up. Now as we start to do more repetitions, you're going to start to feel that work building up in your bum cheeks as that fatigue starts to ease its way in. Now what we're going to do for our slight progression is going to add tiptoes on, and again it is entirely optional whether you have this ball and head block underneath your feet and between your knees. So again, same as before, nice big deep breath in, then onto your tiptoes, holding it, 3, 2, 1, and lower down, and up, and hold, 3, 2, 1, and down. Now you may start to feel a bit of cramp creeping into your hamstrings. Hold, 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, and down. So there's 5 more to go. Hold, 3, 2, 1, and down. And hold, 3, 2, 1, and down. And hold, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And up, and hold, so 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And the last one, we're going to hold it for 10, so up, and hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to be doing our half shoulder bridge, but again, for some of our modification that we can do to make it a little bit harder, I'm going to be using a head block underneath my foot. Now you can use any item around the house that has got similar dimensions, but you've got to make sure that it will comfortably support the weight of your leg as you do this exercise. So, we take one leg up into tabletop, while one foot remains in contact with the floor. You can have your hands either by your side or across your chest. Across your chest will make it a little bit harder, while having your hands by your side will provide you that bit more stability. I'm going to take a nice big deep breath in, up into the air, holding it, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. So again, for our half shoulder bridge, we're only lifting a few inches into the air. We hold it, 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, and down. Now as we do this exercise, you want to make sure your hips stay lovely and level. making sure we're not wobbling from side to side as we do it. And the last one, I'm going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to swap sides. So I'm going to move that head block underneath my other foot. My other leg now comes up into tabletop. And again, remember you can have your hands either by your side or across your chest. So again, we're going to lift up, holding it, 3, 2, 1, and down, and up, and hold, 3, 2, 1, and down, and just continue in that fashion, 3, 2, 1, and down. Again, just a gentle reminder that as we do it, our hips should remain nice and level. You're going to feel the work building up in your hamstrings and your glutes. For our final one, we're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. For our next exercise, we're going to be wanting to be in a side lying position. It's every hand on your hip, elbow pointing towards the ceiling. You want to have your knees and feet stacked on top of one another, and you want your feet to be in line with your bottom, while your other hand can rest comfortably either here, or as I've chosen for it to be here, just supporting my head. Now again, we're going to be on our climb level 1 or level 2, and I'm going to show you a way, just with a slight modification, how you can intensify that climb level 1 or your climb level 2. So for our climb level 1, normally what you do is you have your feet together while your knees open out and bring it back in. So again, we're just opening up like so. And the same would apply for our climb level 2. So we lift our feet into the air and we're open out just like so. And again, all the movement is coming solely from our hips. Our feet should remain relatively stable. Now to make it a bit harder, we take a ball, place it between our feet. And again, for our climb level 1, we're opening up, but while we're trying to maintain that ball between our feet, our glutes having to work that a little bit harder. Now the trick with this is to not apply too much pressure, because what will happen is if you do that, the ball will start to wobble, but also at the same time you don't want to apply too little pressure or that ball will roll out from between your feet. Now I'm going to show you level 2 with this exercise. So again, feet in the air. The only thing that's moving is our hip and our foot in response to the movement initiated by our hip. So again, you're going to feel a lot of work building up in your glutes. specifically on our top side. Again, you will choose the level that you feel most comfortable at. Just going to do a few more repetitions. And then relax. We're now going to move on to the opposite. So for our cramp level 1, normally what you would do is you have your feet together while your knees open out and bring it back in. So again, we're just opening up like so. And the same would apply for our climb level 2. So we lift our feet into the air and we're open out just like so. And again, all the movement is coming solely from our hips. Our feet should remain relatively stable. Now to make it a bit harder, we take a ball, place it between our feet. And again, for our climb level 1, we're opening up. But while we're trying to maintain that ball between our feet, our glutes having to work that a little bit harder. Now the trick with this is to not apply too much pressure, because what will happen is if you do that, the ball will start to wobble, but also at the same time you don't want to apply too little pressure or that ball will roll out from between your feet. Now I'm going to show you level 2 with this exercise. So again, feet in the air, the only thing that's moving is our hip, and our foot in response to the movement initiated by our hip. So again, you're going to feel a lot of work building up in your glutes, specifically on our top side. Again, you will choose the level that you feel most comfortable at. Just going to do a few more repetitions. For our next exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're leg on our back relatively flat on the floor with a small gap, and our hands just resting comfortably by our side or on our stomach. We're going to bring our knees towards our chest, and all we're going to do is going to stretch out one leg, bring it back in. So we're starting off relatively easy with this exercise. Again, throughout this exercise, you've got to make sure that our back remains flat on the mat. Now you're going to feel this work building up in your abdominal area while you maintain that position that you started in. Now, you can keep going at that previous level, or we can add on a slightly harder variation. So we extend out one leg, and then we bring out the other as that leg comes back in. It's all about showing that nice, steady control. It's also very important that you maintain your breathing. And then just bring yourself to a relax. An additional level on to that previous exercise to finish off the class with. Now this will be quite a hard one to do, so again, remember to work at the level that is most appropriate for you at this given time. You don't want this to be causing yourself any unnecessary injury or any pain or discomfort, okay? So we bring both legs up into a sort of tabletop position. They can be a bit closer towards your chest. We're going to have both our hands behind our head and we bring ourselves up, okay? So what happens is we extend one leg out, and as we extend it out, we point our elbow towards the opposite knee, and then we switch. And then doing that final exercise, and I know it was hard, we're just going to cool down with some nice gentle breathing exercises. If you want to, you can bring those knees towards your chest and just roll gently from side to side. But what we're just going to do is just going to breathe in through our nose, so in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the last one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're all done. Well done, everyone. Apologies that Pippin hasn't made much of an appearance tonight. He's been helping backstage. We look forward to seeing you in our next class, and until then, stay well, everyone.